Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. To throw right away is Ward. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 7. Titans nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the end zone. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
60. Let's go. 60 by 6, 19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19.
To throw is Ward. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
His pass, caught. It's Chigokankro. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
45-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off play action, it's Ward. Pass complete. It is the rookie from Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down for Tennessee.
Get it. 18, come.
Throwing again is Ward. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Ward to throw again. Forced to his right. Trying to throw that one on the run, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Chim DK that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Set.
To the air again. Ward. He finds Freeman for the completion. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Hold the ready.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Hey, let's go.
Again, it's Ward. Forced out wide. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If they need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And an important gain there as they move out past the 20-yard line. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
3-yard line.
Penix gonna throw again. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw again, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
19 Lions. Tag.
Here's Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Come on. 70, 65 Cats. 65. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, here's Ward. Checking it down, this one is caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the It's a big one for Tennessee. And even 30 yards.
Ready, hut.
On 1st and 10, Moore. That is caught for 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Browns with the advantage. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Hold it ready. Hurt.
They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans will level things out at 7 apiece. Peralta, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun. It's Penix. Forced out left. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Titans have got it. And he's going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And the lefty panics on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They're going to go play action with Penix. Left side, he's got the Njoku. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Penix on third down. That is caught by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 9. On the RPO, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Third and 11.
A tough spot here. Third and long. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Let's go. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Browns. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set. Come on, set. Practice, check smash, ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5. From 29, here's second and 4.
Back. 19, 18, Cougar 19. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Let go.
On play action, it's Ward. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
18, Pioneer. Ready. Trap 60, trap 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, Ward. Open man, left side, he's got it. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He will kick it away following the touchdown. Here we go on the return from the 1. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll air one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. That's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield, and they're able to force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Penix. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Carty now to add the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. He gets free. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball. So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
Check, bomb check, check. Ready.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Buffalo 18. 68. Panther 11. Panther 11. Steady.
Shotgun snap for Ward. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second down and 8.
19 Lions. 2. Count.
Here's Ward. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got a lot of heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Look wide, get this one complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Penix. Catch is made. That is Williams. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Penix. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, Penix. That is caught. What a throw. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 4th TD grab of the season.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Penix. That'll be intercepted. He works free, right side. Past midfield. Still on the move.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Couldn't take a chance. You're going to return it from the goal line. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete the runs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
70, 70. Check.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Plant. It's Penix. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's quickly out to Williams. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. Initially, Mike, a really good job as a defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football at their own 40. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check that. Street. Here we go.
Off play action, it's Ward. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Up the middle they go. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
6-yard line. A gain of 9.
2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Tennessee. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. He'll start at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down, it's Penix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Rush to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll throw. It's Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will score. Game on. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Browns. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey!
The drive will start on the ground. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Ward. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
3rd down and 3. From the gun, here's Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a pump ball. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Ward. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Tennessee.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. Ready.
Again, it's Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8.
Go. 19, go.
Ward to throw again. He'll get this out quickly to his left. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Ready, ready.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Ready,
They'll try it now with Steele, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just hand off right.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punt. George Pickens. Touchdown Titans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions left.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and It's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's complete on the tight end stream. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Browns, first down. First and 10.
That's Washington, the man in motion. And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Looking to set up the tight end stream. The defense right on it. And that one's incomplete.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Savion Williams there. 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
Browns, first down. A gain of 42 yards.
To throw again, it's Penix. Escaping to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. And now we get a timeout by the defense. Clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap for Wolf. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Come 19! Come 19!
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the 1st down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your 1st foot down, drag the 2nd. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
throws up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Moving left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
1st down.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Back to throw. Here's Penix.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Titans may have recovered. Yes. Tennessee ball. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
I gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here comes 2nd down.
Get set. What?
Play action. Tagovailoa. Now he'll run it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Third and 2. Tagovailoa. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Viking 8, Warriors 17, 60 Vikings, 60. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Ward. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 18, Pioneer. Ready. Panther 6, ready.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He's going got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Tag. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go street. Go.
To throw is Ward. Down the field, he's got his tight end of control. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And now, when you look at this, it's a fake. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Certainly unconventional in their wisdom here, but somehow it still works out. I don't think the defensive PAT unit was at all expecting a fake. Remember, the ball's now snapped from the 15-yard line on an extra point attempt. No one's expecting you to fake it, and I think they used that to their advantage.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
Taken down back at the 23-yard
Now on 2nd and long. One last throw here for Tua. In trouble, and down he goes. So it's a win here for the Titans. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.